Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. I just got back from the doctor and she has a message for all of us. Let me get right into it. I know many of you may be wondering, what kind of message could your doctor have? But this is a really positive message, and I think that listening to this message could help many of us with our health, because I think a lot about health is a lot about what we think about, and I think many of you may agree. What my doctor said is she really thinks that many of us have way too much time to think. And I'm going to say for myself, think about when you go to bed, how long does it take you to go to sleep, and what are you thinking about? Also, when you wake up, do you get up right away and start, doing things or being productive, or are you laying there just thinking? And I know for myself, not so much when I go to bed, but when I get up in the morning, sometimes if I lay there, that's when some of the worries and things happen. And she was saying that she really feels that many of us have too much time on our hands where we waste time, where we're not being as productive. Now, she does not mean, and I do not mean, we need to have every moment of the day busy and structured where you don't have any time to think. But think back of years ago when people lived on a farm. They would get up with the sun and they'd go to bed when the sun went down. They were very busy and productive. They had a schedule. Even growing up, I know I told you guys that I grew up, and I told you my dad's Hungarian, my mom's parents are both from Europe, that I grew up where we had structure. A lot of our neighbors did things a little bit differently. We got up at a certain time and we had a schedule of when things were done. So I didn't have a lot of time to lay around thinking about things because I was busy. We did get leisure time and we had time scheduled for that. And that's kind of what she's saying, is that if you've got a lot of time, whether it's at night and you've got 3 hours and you're laying there, maybe get a hobby, get busy around the house. And one of my YouTube friends said, one way to stay busy is stay busy around your house. And I've been doing that. Last month, I spent a lot of time in the kitchen cooking and baking and preparing. And, I'm not saying you have to do that. It could be making a puzzle. And one of the things I've been doing lately is if I can't get to sleep, most of the time I can, I've been reading a book right before I go to bed. That way, we're using our mind for something productive. And that's what I mean by productivity, is where is our thought life? Now, I know that all of us get worries sometimes. We're human beings. We're not robots, right? But if we spend so much of our time replaying negative thoughts and worries and concerns and things that could happen, that I feel it's affecting our health and our well-being, when instead of doing that, we could think about, hey, what could we be doing? And I've also heard another one of my friends mention that we are so inundated with all sorts of news and media being thrown at us all the time, we go into overwhelm. And much of the time it's negative news. It's not, hey, we've got something fantastic to tell you today. It's mostly about all the negative and things that could potentially happen, or things that maybe not so good that are happening. And we listen to that, and we have that maybe playing in the background, and then we go lay down and go to sleep. No wonder our minds take over. And one of the things that I'm doing now is when I go to bed, I told you if I can't fall asleep right away, I'm reading. Then when I get up in the morning, I get up right away and I start my day. Now, there may be times I lay there, but I really am working on not doing that. As a matter of fact, this morning I woke up at 4:30 a.m. I didn't think I would be able to fall back asleep. I got up, and the house was super quiet because everyone was sleeping. I got on my computer and I did some work. I answered some emails, and then at 6:30 I was finished. I went back to sleep for a little bit and then got up again. So that's kind of what I'm saying. And my doctor just mentioned that we just have too much time on our hands to think. We could be productive and have more productive thoughts. And another thing that I've been doing also I want to mention is I've been planning some of the things I may think about. So let's say I'm going to go to sleep and I can't sleep right away and I don't feel like reading. I might say, hey, I'm going to think about what I'm going to cook this week, or I'm going to think about some YouTube ideas. That way I've got something planned in my head of something that's productive, rather than worried thoughts of things that may potentially happen. And so I think staying a little bit busier, doing some of the things we enjoy doing, reading, puzzles, getting outside, spending time with the pet, You know, spending time with a wonderful friend, family member, cooking, baking, organizing your house, all these types of things. If we spend more time doing that, for example, if you can't fall asleep at night, maybe get up and go do something around the house. These are just some ideas that I have. So let me know what you guys think and what you thought of what my doctor said. I thought it was some sound, wise counsel, that is for sure. So that being said, I also want to mention and do a shout out to a channel. The name of this channel is called Siberia Inside. Her name is Anna. She moved from Moscow to Siberia. She talks about what it's like living in Siberia. She's a minimalist that wants to live her life gratefully and take it and live within the moment. I love her channel. If you would do me a favor, go visit her. Tell her Money Mom sent you. I would sure appreciate it. Let me know also, guys, in the comments below. You know I love to hear from you. How do you have productive thoughts? What are some things that you do when you see that your mind might be going, where you may have a worry or some negative thinking? What do you do to take the reins in and to be more productive in your life? I'd love to hear from you. That's all I have to say for now. I love you. I appreciate you. And like always, I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.